Well, I was gonna shoot this video inside against the green screen, but it's too nice out here. And I wanted to say hi. You can see my tall grass where I need to mow, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. But I wanted to come out here and enjoy the sunshine. I haven't been out yet today. It's been raining. And this blue jay out here is going crazy. So during this time of quarantine, what have you been up to? I mean, I've been busy. Been real busy. I think this time of quarantine, there's certain things that I call attention getters. And this is certainly one of them. And it should make you, every attention getter should make us reassess what in the world we're doing. Attention getters are something like pandemic, plague, heart attack, car wreck, even having children are an attention getter. So how are you reassessing what in the world you're doing during this time of pandemic? Here's my dog. Rosie, come here. Rosie. Look, here's my dog. Oh, it's Rosie. Rosie dog. Oh, she likes to play ball. You ready to get it? Yep, that's my Rosie dog. You can see my limbs back here. Been cutting some limbs, running the chainsaw. Here's what I've been spending a lot of time on, though, right here is my garden. Yeah, I've been taking some time to work on the garden. It's coming along nice. Been getting some lettuce out of there. See my compost bins. You can see my kids over here. What are they doing? They're walking around the circle here. You can see the kids up there playing. They've been playing outside. It's been nice. Been real nice. So my routine, what has my routine been like here recently? My routine, see if I can get that sun off of my bald head here. So my routine here recently during this time of quarantine, I've been getting up early still, probably 6:30, get up pretty early. And I get my morning coffee, and then I do my morning reading routine, read some. I have a book called Divine Intimacy. I have another book called the Bible. You might have heard of that one, huh? And I've been reading from scriptures, from this book called Divine Intimacy, and read some of the church fathers, some from the saints. So that's kind of feeding me in the morning. Then I'll hit the computer usually around 8 o'clock and do some clinic stuff. So we've been doing teletherapy. We're probably at less than half, maybe we're around a third of what we've been doing through teletherapy. There's always emails to answer and, of course, text messages, but not as much. I've been able to cut back a little bit, but I'm still surprised about how much I have to do. There's just a lot of work to do, even though we're seeing less than half of the kids that we usually do. So here's what I figured out. I've been working too hard, and it took a pandemic to show that to me that, hey, I need to slow down a little bit. I need to focus and reprioritize some of my things that I do during the day. One good thing I did even before the pandemic was I cut off all social media. That's probably been maybe last October or something like that. And I'm so glad I did that before this pandemic hit, because it's made me a lot more happy, a lot less anxious, and I'm not paying attention. Okay, I'm paying a little bit of attention to what's going on in the world. You have to do that. But I'm not on social media with that give and take of this for that and tit for tat and arguing with people and coming up with conspiracy theories and whatever. I'm focusing more on my family, on my garden, on my home, and my clinics, and it's made me much more happy. So here's my challenge for you, is to focus on fewer things, focus on important things, to not focus on what other people are doing, and focus on what your small world is doing, your family, your extended family, and pull back from the social media, pull back from that snarkiness that goes on there. It's not healthy. Focus on what's beneficial to other people. How can you be of help? How can you help the world out instead of just sitting on social media and posting images that are probably not even that important? So there's opportunity in this time of chaos. My business partner and I, we picked up 3 school contracts during this chaos. Probably going to pick up 2 more. And so that was set in place many years ago. So it's a good example of how your reputation precedes yourself. We actually picked up one school contract and we didn't even try. We had called them and said, hey, do you want us to send an RFP or request for proposal over? And they said no. The school board actually already chose your business to provide school therapy for us next year. That's reputation preceding us. We didn't even try. So I want you to keep in mind that this pandemic, this plague, is actually a season. It's not going to last forever. Potentially it could get worse. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but this is a season and it's going to pass. So where do you want to be on the other side of when this passes? You need to set some things in place, in motion right now, to get you to where you want to be on the other side of this plague. You need to focus on your family. You need to focus on yourself. And I'm not going to lie to you, when we were in the middle of this thing, and even sometimes day to day, I tend to get a little melancholy. I tend to get a little down, like in a funk, like in a cloud, even though it's nice and sunny outside, which really helps. I'm glad this didn't hit in the wintertime. But I've had moments, and it's not like me at all, to just kind of get down like, this is gross. This is terrible. When that happens, start listing off what you're thankful for. This is how I start my morning. I tell God that I'm thankful that I've been given a life, that I've been placed in this position. I start listing off my family members that I'm thankful for, everything that I'm thankful for, and it's going to set the tone for your day. It's easy to get in a funk. Don't let it happen. It's also time to start implementing things that are going to save you time and money. There's things that you're spending your time and money on that are not that important, that need to be allocated elsewhere. So what can you do right now to save time? So when this pandemic hit, I didn't want to go to my clinic. And my wife asked me, well, do you have to go to the clinic to pay bills, to get the bills? And I'm like, no, I have all this on automatic payment. I had so much stuff on that just ran automatically. I didn't even go into the clinic for at least a month. Didn't go anywhere for a month, and things just ran on automatic. And that is the type of thing that I'm talking to you about, saving time, saving money. What can you eliminate? What can you delegate to save you more time and money? Did I show you my compost bins that I built up close? It's just pallets, 5 pallets. I paid $5 each, wired them together, and I put compost in there. Old leaves, grass clippings. I'm going to make my own dirt. Super cool. One thing that you really need to do, and I actually stress this in some videos I do for my clinic, is that you have to stay at least certain parts of the day, times of the day, formal and civilized. The best time to do that is during mealtime. So pull away from the TV and start eating at the dinner table. That's the most civilized thing that you can do in your house. The other thing that I would recommend, if you haven't been attending church, so we haven't been able to go to Mass for 8 weeks now, something like that, but we watch it on TV, and we stay very formal for that. Everybody gets up and gets dressed in their church clothes, and we watch it on TV. It's not the same, but there is a sense of formality there, a sense of importance. One thing I have not pulled back from was helping the members of my Academy of Private Practice. So if you're interested in that, go over to startatherapypractice.com/academy. You can learn more about that there. I also have an ebook for sale over there at startatherapypractice.com. You want to go see what we have in the garden? All right, look what we have in the garden here. So what we have, first of all, is I use black tarp to kill weeds because I don't like to pull weeds. First thing we have here is potatoes. And then you can see the onions back there. And then I have some peas, some sugar snap peas, some marvel peas. I have a little bit of spinach right there. I have a nice set of lettuce. I've got to cut this lettuce because I love eating salads. So I'm going to cut that lettuce tonight, and we're going to have us a big salad. We keep on going down here. I have beans. I have some green beans, pinto beans, and I have some peppers that I just planted. And I have some herbs, some peppermint, some lavender. What else? Some broccoli. We have some broccoli in here. I have some carrots. Planted some carrots. Eggplant. I don't know about eggplant. Do you eat eggplant? I'm going to try to eat eggplant. Let's see what else we got in here. Tomatoes. Got some Cherokee tomatoes. I got some different heirloom tomatoes I'm kind of excited about. These last rows right here I have reserved for corn. So I have to plant the corn. It's going to be cold this week, so I'm going to wait for another week to plant the corn. But I do have a couple rows already coming up. Pretty excited about that. So I appreciate you watching the video. If you're interested in starting a private practice, I don't think now is a terrible time. I think that the big boys are having a hard time with it, and there's space for us little guys out there. So go over to startetherapypractice.com and check out, I got some free stuff over there for you to get started. All right, thanks for watching. Godspeed to you in your practice.